Hey guys, so if you want to comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. If you want to follow me on Instagram, look at my Amazon storefront and follow my podcast called I Talk Lots and rate 5 stars, even though I have not posted an episode in a very, very long time. So I'm just saying, if you don't like the talk of periods or blood, you guys can click out of this video, go to another one, or wait until next week. I just want to give you guys a trigger warning just in case you do not like blood. I will say, when I got my period, I was 10, almost 11, and I got it in April. And let me tell you, I hate periods. Now, I'm very lucky in the department that I don't get bad cramps. I don't, cry. I can eat. I can do all things. I can move. I can do things, which is very nice. But the thing why I'm saying periods suck, well, along with those, because I just feel so bad for those poor people. So many people have debilitating pain, and it's no one ever believes them, and it makes me so angry, and it's not their fault. They're a person who bleeds, and it's just, it makes me so angry. So my thing for me, it's more annoying, is the fact that, one, my periods are so irregular, which I guess you could count as a good thing when you're not having sex. Obviously, hello, I'm not, and so I can't get pregnant, obviously, duh. But here's the thing, I feel even though I can't get pregnant, one, because I already have my tubes removed, or the correct term, I should say, is tubal ligation. Even though I can't get pregnant at all, it is so annoying because I literally have my period. I mean, when you guys are seeing this video, it's gonna be months down the road, but as I'm filming this, it's February 8th right now. So I literally just got my period on Monday. And let me tell you, I had not had a period for maybe 2 or 3 months. And people would say, oh my gosh, that's great. Yes, it is great. But the thing is, it's more annoying because I can't track it. I had to the point where I had to wear pads every single day because, one, there was so much discharge. I was having to change my underwear maybe 3 times, 4 times at the least a day. And it got to the point there was so much, and it bothered me. And I tried birth control, but that really didn't work out. I did a whole video on my birth control experience. I'm just saying, it was so annoying, and I could not be able to officially get rid of my period and track it, because I tried tracking it when I was younger with the app Clue, which again, just it seems great for other people, but for me, I'm the one that cannot track it at all. And I'm just oh, it's annoying. Again, it is wonderful because, one, I don't have the worry to get pregnant, and even if I did not have my tubes removed and I was still able to get pregnant, it would have been nice because obviously I'm not having sex. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to keep saying these words. I'm just saying this over and over, but it's annoying, it's complicated, and it's infuriating to me because I cannot track it. And God forbid, if I wasn't able to get my tubes removed, I would be in deep shit. Literally so much shit. Because as I get older, let's say I do have a boyfriend or husband, and I want to obviously go into that part of the relationship, and it's I don't want to get pregnant, and obviously I can take birth control, but I know for me, birth control is not the correct method for me, which is annoying because I only tried maybe 2 or 3 medications. And it just did not work, and I'm sure there's plenty of other medications I could try, and not just rely on the condoms, which you should never, ever, ever, ever rely on it. And if anyone tells you that they are allergic to latex, yes, some people can be allergic to latex, but I would probably want to find another resource of condoms and go to your doctor, or look at the internet by good professional OBGYNs, and just because I don't think that is the correct method of just doing it, just because someone has a latex allergy does not mean they can, you know, I don't know, wear something else. Maybe there isn't something like another material, but I feel like they gotta be, like, it's 2024, like, we have so many things out now. I feel like there's got to be way more products in that department, you know, I mean, because we have so many products of birth control, but the one time when we want the male to have it, the government's like, oh no, or the doctors or whatever. Honestly, I'm just really upset that men can't have birth control. Yes, they can have, like, vasectomies, but I just know doctors doctors really don't want people to reverse it unless you really are, like, actually thinking, hey, like, this is a thing. Like, even then, even when you reverse it, it doesn't mean you'll always go back to normal. I know nothing about vasectomies. I just know some people, like, can get pregnant while having a vasectomy, and 9 times out of 10, it works. And then there's, like, that few chance of people where, like, they've had it for 5, 10, 15, or 20 years, and then here comes a baby, and it's like they just relied on that. I feel like you can't just always rely on a vasectomy just because things happen, and I always worry about that. Like, for me, that, imagine if I was, like, in my 20s or 30s and I was with someone and someone got a vasectomy without me, meaning, like, they got it before we ever met, or we got it, like, we talked about it and he got it, and then imagine, like, 5 years later we end up pregnant. Like, I would be so devastated. Just the fact that, like, I would feel annoyed that we relied on that one specific thing. I know I'm talking about a lot of, like, the words. I know I'm supposed to be talking about periods, and then it went into birth control. I'm not a medical profession. Like, I know nothing medically. Like, I need good advice, but I just know you cannot, for a fact, rely on one thing. You have to add more things, more protection, physically and figuratively. Like, you literally need to, in order to keep yourself safe. And with my bad luck, I would not be surprised if I was one of those people who ended up pregnant that way. Like, so that's why I wanted to get it, and I just can't imagine me as an adult. I am an adult, but, like, later on as an adult, and imagine going through that and realizing, oh, this has not worked, and it's like we gotta do something. And I know for me, I am not fit to be a mother. I would have loved to be a mom, but I just know for me, I physically can't be a mom. And mentally and emotionally, I cannot care for another person for, like, 18 plus years. Like, I cannot physically do that. And with my medical problems and my problems I have, that is gonna be way too much to put on a child. And maybe what if my future child has the same things as I have? Anyways, I know this video is, like, super long and I barely talked about periods at all. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, it is so stupid how there's not birth control for male, and if there is, where the hell is it? Like, come on, let's get the ball rolling. I mean, like we can't just always rely on the women to protect ourselves. Like, meaning, like, we can't just always be the one to be on birth control. It's, like, really not fair, and it makes me so annoyed that we are not progressing in that way. We're gonna go back to the periods for a little bit, and then we're gonna end this video. Again, I'm so sorry this video is, like, super long and ranty, and I'm talking really fast, but, like, I am so upset and angry and annoyed that we cannot have this, and it's like, why is it always the woman's fault to, you know, be on birth control? Like, you know, and yes, there is an IUD and the implant, but also some things happen with the implant and IUD, hormonal. Like, I heard the insertion and like, implantation of the IUD is, like, really painful, and I thought about wanting to do that so that I could get rid of my periods and the discharge, and then I realized I don't want to do that because, one, if it's, you have to go inside obviously OBGYN, and if you don't like it, you have to make another appointment and then go back inside. It's like, I wish it was, like, easier, like, with birth control pills, because you can just stop it. You don't have to go anywhere else inside. You don't have to leave your house. You literally can just stop taking it and know you're good. But that's just me. I birth control was great, but it's also bad for me because, one, memory loss, and I forgot. But also, luckily, when I was on it for a short amount of time, I was able to remember it. But I just, again, I can't imagine being way older with a job, let's say, or like super busy, chaotic in my life, and it's like, oh shoot, I forgot like a day or two, or even like 10 days, and then I end up getting pregnant one day. Like, I cannot take that chance, and knowing myself, I am not capable of doing that. So I am thankful that I was able to get that procedure done. My mom was thankfully like okay with it. And obviously I was at that point like 19. I was 19, and yes. No, I was 18. Sorry, my brain's not working. I was like 18 years old, and it's crazy that I was able to get that, and a lot of people can't get that procedure, and it's so stupid that someone needs their dad or their boyfriend, husband in order to get that like crossed off when the guy can get a vasectomy. I don't know what state you guys are in, but I'm just saying, if you're in a state that won't allow that, I find that so stupid and annoying, and thankfully I was super lucky in that department, and I just can't imagine all these people who need resources and they can't get these resources because they need someone to say, yes, you can do this, yes, you can do that, type of thing. So I'm gonna end this video here. I've been talking way too much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys!